So what is all this? Why do I have all these parts laid here on this bench? And why is there a Garand? Well, these two guns have an awful lot in common. This is a 1914 Hotchkiss. It is a World War I heavy machine gun. This particular gun is full auto and it's fully papered. But what I want to show you guys is they're both gas operated, clip fed, semi-automatic guns on the top and a fully automatic gun on the bottom. And while this looks like an awful lot of gun, and I've got to tell you that I'm panning across almost 6 feet of machine, at the end of the day, all of the parts that you need are here. So let's take a look. Here's the bolt, which was the root cause of this gun's entire malaise. This gun was purchased and it was sent with the wrong caliber bolt. We've been through a lot, but we found an 8mm Lebel bolt for it. Firing pin, which is about the size of a tent stake. This is the gas piston operating rod, and yes, it is damn near as long as my arm up to my elbow. It is an impressive piece of equipment. This is the main, the spring. This particular spring not only pushes the bolt forward, but since this is an open bolt gun, it also provides the energy to hit the firing pin when the bolt comes all the way forward. So let's take a look at this here for a moment. Okay, here we go. The bolt locks when this is down, but when the bolt is coming forward, let me make sure I got this right here. As the bolt is coming forward, that will lock into place, and as soon as that locks into place, the forward extension hits the primer. I'm not really used to shooting video while I'm holding my own camera, so just bear with me here, all right? This pistol grip has the trigger, and the trigger does this. If you look at this, there's actually an extension here, right? So when you pull the trigger, that comes out of the way and it allows it to go forward. That's it, boys and girls. You turn the trigger loose, that spring pushes this back up and it catches the bolt in the open position. And then when this is all the way back, that's where the spring sits in right there, all right? The gas piston fits out the front of the receiver here, comes into the gas tube here. So this whole thing comes apart. It's left-hand threaded. This particular plunger, as on the M14 and several other guns that actually have expansion systems in them, the farther this goes in, the faster the gun runs, because the less the gas has an opportunity to expand, more and more expansion, right? So if you want to speed the gun up, you screw this in, not thread it out. The barrel, large mass of metal here, attempting to absorb all this energy that you're dumping in. Once you get this thing hot, you're going to need to change this barrel, and that's why we have interrupted threads, which plug into the front of the receiver. So this single monolithic block of steel is a 1914 Hotchkiss, okay? I mean, even that stripper gizmo right there is one monolithic block. It's all in one piece, all right? The feed tray, located here, strip goes in this way. This is how it's indexed. As the bolt's coming back and forth, it just keeps rolling it around one at a time. And it takes the clip and it just pulls the clip through like that, and bang, bang, and off you go. So that's kind of what they have in common. They're both gas operated. They were both made by guys that really kind of knew what they were doing. And at the end of the day, pretty neat. We'll put this back together again and we'll set it up on a tripod real quick and show you how it interfaces with its tripod, and heck, we might even take this thing outside and shoot it. Who knew? So this is a 1914 Hotchkiss machine gun, fully papered. Its owner is about to dump a couple of rounds into a berm in the forest back here. So we're just gonna see if it works. Let her rip, brother. Okay, we got our one round off. Let's take a look at headspace, and we'll stop right there. Okay, so that rotates the barrel. We're going to go ahead and pull the barrel off right now because we want to see something in the chamber. So that comes in, and you got to have gloves, because I'm going to tell you what, unlike a water-cooled machine gun, this thing is heavy and hot. So let me see the back end. Yeah, we got a little burr. We got a little burr right there. We're going to go back in and take that burr off, and then we'll come back out. And we cleaned up the inside of this chamber. It had a melted cartridge case in it. So now we would come back in and reinstall the barrel here. Goes all the way to the bottom. Get this handy dandy wrench here. We'll pull that all the way up, engage the lock, and we're good to go. There we go. He's putting the lock down on the side there. And what that does is, since he was able to pull that lock underneath there forward with his fingers, that means we had the interrupted thread turned all the way around as far as we needed to go. So now we're just going to stick a mag in this thing and see what it does. And actually, this isn't a magazine. It is appropriately called a clip, and that's what this is. Okay. The bolt all the way back. Okay, so let's see what this does. And I'm going to sit right here and see if I can't get some action level video here. Okay. Now let's take a look at one of these rounds and see how marked up they are. They're not marked up. You see, not a mark on it. Outstanding. That's what I would call a successful Henry level retest. Hoorah. None. Zero. You don't even feel it, do you?
That is beautiful. Barrel doesn't move at all.